Hey guys, today I have some interesting news about the different classes in Battlefield 5. Thanks to Ascot Bailey TV for allowing me to use his footage. So let's look at the Assault class. So there are two primary weapons that were at EA Play, and I assume this will be in the beta as well, that we get possibly around about maybe August, September time, at the latest probably October. So we have the STG-44. Something quite funny is that people are annoyed at this because, well, as you know, the Battle of Navarick was 1940, so therefore the actual STG-44 wouldn't have existed, obviously, because it was made in 1944. But to be honest, I don't really care. As long as there's a wealth and variety of content, then I'm pretty excited. Next, we have the Irma machine pistol. I believe this is a SMG. So look on the right side of the screen to see the statistics of this weapon. Next up we have the pistol, which is the P-34, a German pistol, and this is the only pistol for the Germans in this build of the game. Like I said, this is what we can expect for the beta. For knives we have the combat knife and another knife that looks very similar to it. I'm sure there will be much more than this. I assume we could probably expect around about 10 knives or probably 12 knives, because there is 12 boxes again, and you can also scroll down, so there might even be even more slots. But again, those slots could just be sort of filler, and we might not, especially for the original release of the game, we probably won't see 12 weapons per class or whatever. So I guess you've just got to maybe wait. That might be added DLC or something like that. Moving on to grenades, we have the return of the sticky grenade. This is a grenade that I totally loathe, but I guess it was inevitably going to return. And then also we can expect to see the dynamite and the Panzerfaust. The archetypes I'll just show on screen. I assume they are just like the squad upgrade from past Battlefields. For the medic, we have the Gewehr 43 and a scope and the famous MP40. Really iconic weapons. I love the weapons they have included so far. The MP40 has a pretty slow rate of fire, only 539 rounds per minute, so I guess this is going to be better at mid-ranges. For the medic, you have the smoke grenade and then the medic bag and the medic box. Now, the different classes, I assume this is without the different changes you can make. They do look okay, but support for me, it looks like it should be the recon, but that's just my thoughts. You have one weapon here, the MG34 from the trailer reveal, then the ammo box and the flare gun. And then I believe if you change the archetype, it gives you a different weapon, the Bren gun, and also an incendiary grenade and an anti-tank mine. So it does look like they have fleshed these out more than what we have seen in past Battlefield games. Finally, for the scout class, which looks more like it should be the support class, has the Kar 98K, which I believe was in Battlefield 1, or it was one of the cars. Was in that game. You have the spotting scope, spawn beacon and a flare. Those are the gadgets that we know of. So try to keep this video as short as possible, but I do think these classes do need a bit of tweaking, I mean, to how they look, especially the base models, because the sport, like I said, looks more like the recon should. But to be honest, that is my fear for this game, that because of all this great new customization, it's going to be very difficult to know what class is who, or even who the enemy is. So I think this year, I would say we can't really turn the hood off for full realism like we could in past Battlefields, because quite frankly, you just won't know who you're fighting against. Now, this is just the classes for the German faction, so I'm not really sure whether this guy actually recorded any footage for the British faction. I'll try and get in touch with him, ask him if he did or not, and I'll get that straight to you guys as soon as possible. But let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the different classes that you've just seen. Do you like the looks of them? And what do you think about the new archetypes? Then, if you're new, like and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.